Welcome everybody. Today we're going to talk about how to be a VP OGV. So, first of all, we have to have fixed in our mind that ongoing global volunteer is the area responsible to deliver the global volunteer experiences for young people of Italy to develop themselves by impacting the world. The area main purpose is to achieve the planned number of OGV experience through the product strategy implementation, work with international relations, and by executing great fees management routine and product sales. Of course, this area doesn't work alone, but we in strong synergy with marketing to ensure target and aligned promotion of product in focus markets and effective leads nurturing, but also the OGV area works with the back office areas like finance and talent management, TM, to ensure needed resources for the growth. So today we're going to talk first of all about the local structures, then about the job description from member to the VP, then we are going to see what's the VP routine, yes, and finally the area management. So, talking about the logo structure, we have, as we all know, 4 tiers, from 4 to 1. The tier 4 as a VP, then a TL consideration and TL consideration value delivery, and 14 members. Then moving to the tier 3, we have a VP with a TL consideration with 4 members and then an IR value delivery manager. Moving to tier 2, we have still a VP but with 2 TLs consideration, an IR value delivery manager, and then 4 members for each team. Finally, the tier 1 has still a VP but 3 teams with 3 team leaders, and each team leaders has 4 team members, and then still we have the IR value delivery manager. What's the job description of a VP? The VP has to track the performance, of course, then has to manage the creation and implementation of the local product strategy, then he has to manage the timeline for all the processes and has to be aligned, has to control the alignment of supply and demand. Then has to do market analysis and understanding it, has to create and track the international relations strategy, has to track the customer experience, has to create and implement the area routine, and then has, of course, to manage the team leaders and the IR experience manager by implementing team standards and providing all the tools and education to make them perform. Finally, and last but not least, work in synergy with marketing for product attraction strategy. He or she keeps accountable team leaders, IR experience managers, and team members, and that's to report to the LCP, the MC OGV director, and finally to OGV consultant. The measure of success for a VP are, of course, the measurements that we all know is lags and leads. Starting from the lags, we have 10 achieved approvals, 10 achieved realization, and 10 achieved completed. A VP works on this ASANAP applicant conversion, the applicant accepted and approved in entity partner and or LC to LC, works on process time, standards delivered, percentage of response rate and standards survey, and the percentage of team standards delivered. A VP has to understand, of course, the product, has to have goal orientation and sales skills, then an organizational skills, has to know how to manage people, and finally has to know how to use Expat, Drive, and Podio, and how to work with Excel and PowerPoint. Which are the benefits for a VP, of being a VP, actually? Being able being able of doing a data analysis, then as to will know how to manage a product, will deal with the international network, will be able to solve problems, will have synergy working abilities, routine management, and finally a strategic perspective. Sorry. Moving to team leader job description, works in synergy with marketing to select opportunities to sell based on market analysis in the IR plan, ensure the first contact in less than 24 hours for all responsible leads, and then keeps tracking of all responsible leads. More than as to manage as to deal with the management of conversion touch point, and ensure support and tracking of all the applicants to approval, and then ensure the happy management leading to the realization, ensure the debriefing and the integration seminar, ensure the support for standard survey competition. Then, as to report and keep accountability on tracking tools, apply, of course, the team standards according to the focus of each month. And finally, is to participate to LC meetings and TLB meetings. He or she keeps accountable team members and reports to the LCVP OGV, LCVP TM. The measure of success of a team leader, starting from the lags, is the plan achieved approvals, plan achieved realized, and finally plan achieved completed. And works on the number of contacts in 24 hours, on the applicants, on the accepted, works on the process time, standards delivered, and finally on the percentage of team standards delivered. Team leader has to understand the product, to have sales skills, has to have goal orientation, and has to have a knowledge on how to manage people, and finally has to know how to use Expert, Drive, and Podio, and finally Excel and PowerPoint. Which are the benefits of being a team leader? First of all, a team leader will know how to manage a team, will have problem-solving skills, synergy working abilities, organizational skills, and finally tracking skills. Then, an IR value delivery manager that will be starting from the tier 3 to tier 1 will have a kind of different job description, because it has to follow up and track the strategies with LC to LCs, aligning on supply and demand, working synergy with TL's OGV and TL's marketing, aligning with IR plan and educational on IR selling, complete strategy implementation and touch point tracking with VPs, ensure delivery of the exchange standards from the approval until the completed, create an agenda for development space with EP, like the OPS, personal goal setting, lead spaces, ensure then the touch points to make EPs fill the surveys, and report and keep accountability on tracking tools. Then the IR value delivery manager has to participate in regularly in area with TL's meetings, LC meetings, and TLB meetings. It keeps accountable EPs, LC to LCs, and IR partnership, and reports to the LCVP OGV and the LCVP TM. The IR value delivery manager works on different lags and leads. Lags for an IR DD manager are the number of approval in entity partner and LC to LCs, and then the plan achieved completed, and then the leads are the IR touch points, the applicant is accepting entity partner or LC to LCs, the percentage of standards delivered, the percentage of response rate on standard surveys. An IR manager has to understand, of course, and still as team leader and VP the product, has to have an analytical thinking, organizational skills, EXPA and Drive and Podio has to know how to use them and has to know how to use also Excel and PowerPoint, and finally has to have a good English level in order to communicate with other countries. Which are the benefits of this figure inside the OGV area? You will have data analysis skills, international network force, organizational skills, customer experience management, and finally, synergy working capabilities. Finally, we have the job description of a member that has to work in synergy with marketing to select opportunities to sell based on market analysis and IR plan, provide first contact in less than 24 hours, and do first meeting or touch point, as you want to call it, with EPs, leading EPs from sign applicant to applicant, sign up to applicant with selling, support and track all the EPs in applicant to APD process. Then as to manage the EP leading to the realization and doing the debrief, support for standard survey computation, and participate regularly to LC meetings, team meetings, every meetings, working times, and participate to local and national conferences. It keeps accountable to DPs and reports to the TLOGV and VP OGV. Measure of success for a member of OGV area are still the plan achieved approvals, plan achieved realization, and plan achieved completed, and works on the number of contacts in 24 hours, the applicants, the accepted, and the standards delivered. Which are the requirements for a member of the OGV? He has to have good communication skills with youth, customer centricity, organizational skills, and again, Expand Drive and Podio knowledge and Excel and PowerPoint knowledge. Which are the benefits? Sales skills, international network, synergy working abilities, and again, customer experience management. Now we move to the VP OGV routine. We know that a VP has to be accountable to the MC. This accountability is both monthly and weekly. Starting from the monthly timeline, from the 1st to the 4th of the month, we have the monthly consultancy chat that is made between a VP and his or her consultant. Then there is the cluster chat, and finally the commission chat. Weekly, the weekly timetable is for the main thing in the week that will happen is the newsletter that must be answered within 24 hours, and then there might be a weekly consultancy still with your consultant. A VP routine has weekly duties, bi-monthly duties, and monthly duties. Starting from the weekly duties, a VP has to attend EB meetings, VPTL meetings, and then has to do OGX marketing and finance corner. Then bi-monthly, a VP has to do an area routine, which means that there is the team, the TL, and the VP all together. Then we have LC meetings, and finally OGV and TM corner. Then monthly we have the one-to-one to do with your TL, the monthly review, the OGX marketing finance monthly plan, and finally the area and the area day night, as you want, as you prefer. Moving to the area management, an important thing that should not never be missed is the tracking system. Your tracking tool should have a clear scoreboard. You need easily to see if you're winning or losing. So you have to have a plan and achievement of goal and see what's going on in your area and in your plan, of course. Then you have to know the EP status. So every member should write the EP info from same applicant to the applicant and what's the realization standard status. Then, last but not least, the deliverable and priority sheet. So every week, check members' deliverables and priorities so that you have a final responsible and you will have everything organized. So that's it, and I hope everything is clear, and thank you very much, everybody. Bye.